What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and yes, it is still weird to consider myself as a Channel 10 now, which is what I am. And yes, this is the next episode in the Super Queen series. So it started with my Channel 9 account on my Mini. I'm now dropping, or will be dropping, a couple of episodes with this account. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit just to keep showing you guys. And on this one, because I've only been Channel 10 for like a day or half a day, I've only got a level 31 queen at the moment, and I'm going to be farming her up. So there's a few raids I wanted to show you, just to give you an idea of what I've been doing. And if you actually look through my attack log, goes back 12 hours, which I think that's the time I sort of turned Town Hall 10. And there you go. You can see the sort of raids I'm doing. 240, 239 on the loot there. Next one was slightly heavier on the dark. The next one was just mediocre. The next one, pretty good elixir, because it's elixir I need to start driving now to try and get me able to upgrade my army camps, to be able to help me out in war and that sort of thing. And I've got, yeah, just some pretty hefty raids, but the first one I'm going to replay, you can see there's an absolute blinder. 100%ed it as well. It was I think it's a pretty poor base design, but if you look at it, I mean, wow, couldn't ask for better really. Natural funnel just at the edge there, so I dropped the queen right by the camp. Look, a row of archers just to take down those buildings, just to make sure she goes the right way. But what she did, which I didn't expect, which she can do sometimes, it's just so hit and miss. It's really hard to guess when she's going to try and break in and when she's not going to. But at the moment, based on where all the defenses, where all the loot was, I was just hoping she was going to carry on running around the outside of the base, and then maybe eventually take a break for it, going inside towards the end of the raid, maybe. You know, I wasn't too. But there you go. Look, the moment she hits in, and what I then decided to do was send my king in from the opposite side. With my CC, which had some level 6 wizards in it, which were really helpful. And you'll see here, because my king's been in, and I've put a jump spell down as well, and then a load of archers, so I'm just sort of making my king tank for me and sort of bursting in through the other side. But what I did, which I didn't sort of mean to do, I suppose, is I forgot to leave some archers for the top right, or sort of 2:33 o'clock for the buildings over there. So I had to actually hope that my queen and all my troops sort of broke in and out again. But what happened is, because the king tanked so much, and all the sort of expos and inferno towers are dead, those wizards just kept going. Look, I mean, they're going to essentially take down that entire core, which means my queen has less work to do while she's in there. So I don't mind dropping a couple of rages just to speed her up, if anything, help her break in. I should have used the wall breakers earlier. It was stupid not to. They just sort of sat there doing nothing, wasted army space almost. But there you go. Look at those wizards going into the core now. Just going to wreck that inferno tower that's dead anyway, and carry on moving in. And it's just leaving not that much left for my queen to take down. So to be fair, really, I'll speed through now. Look, you can see what's happening. Just drop another raid. I was just concerned about speed more than anything. Broke her back through and outside. Nice easy route there to save time. And here she comes to the final couple of collectors, and that was the raid. Now you're going to be surprised, because look at the very next raid that I did. I can't remember the timing in between it because I was doing sort of house jobs, but look at that, 87% as well, 614 and 492, and it was 20 odd minutes, no, less than that, 18 minutes in between them, so not that long at all. Let's do a quick replay and have a little look at the attack. And here you go. Look, there was 1.2 million resource. I was in Crystal 1 at the time as well, which gave me a pretty hefty bonus. Well, it's an okay bonus. But this was an account where a town hall where the expos and infernos were alive. They were just weak. So again, at a point where I can just naturally funnel her and use archers to sort of push her in the right direction. That's what I've started doing. Just like, I don't need to go into the core immediately, because she's gonna naturally, a lot of the time, she'll end up breaking in anyway. And it's really weird the way the queen moves here. I can't predict it. I let it happen, sort of have a bit of an idea at the start of the raid, send her off on her way. Then something crazy like this will happen, where she's now getting hit by an Inferno, which means she can't be healed by the healer, so the healer's having... And then she ran all the way back and went outside, which was even weirder. I wasted all those wall breakers at that point. So, yeah, really odd few moments here. And so now she's going to run around the other side of the base, which meant that I was worried that all these collectors down here were going to get missed. I was worried that the storages were going to get missed. So I was just sort of like umming and ahhing as to what to do, and I decided to wait out a little bit to see what she did. And there she decides to break in again randomly. I know it's a pretty big tile gap between that and the elixir collector that's on the outside, but here down at 6 o'clock I decided to send in my CC, which had giants in this time. I didn't know what was in it, to be honest. I keep forgetting to check. I broke those in and used archers to used archers to help clear out those bottom buildings. Fortunately lost quite a few to a giant bomb there, but the giants did okay at tanking, and they I was able to get quite a few of those buildings down. Look, so that did okay. Meant that it sort of guided my queen in a little bit nicer. And it's going to be all down to the queen now to see what we can do. Clutch little archer down over on that army camp as well. But look at the queen's movement. She's going to take those outside buildings, and then she's going to have to go back, because I took all those buildings down. She's going to have to go back inside now, and she's going to come head to head with her arch enemy, the Inferno Tower. So here's the rage to speed things up. I know I wasn't going to be getting healed, so I needed those buildings to go down quickly. As soon as the Inferno Tower was dead, I popped the ability then, but I don't actually think I needed to. I think I might have got away with it closely with the rage. Here you go. Look, she's going to break through another wall now. She's going to come up against the king. She's going to come up against another Inferno Tower. But I used the rage here because look at the amount of gold and elixir that was still available in the raid. So the rage helped speed her up more than anything, because time is my enemy in this case. Time and Inferno Towers. Let's see how she does. She's got to the point where she's now losing health. She can't be healed because of the Inferno beams on her, but she's taking down the storages. She will take down the Wizard Tower next, but then she is going to take a few pops at that final gold storage, and we'll see how far she gets on it. Here we go. And she does manage to actually get it down, which is clutch. Didn't get the healer, the Inferno, sorry, but a huge loot raid again. It's crazy. I'm going to continue on through the video. I think the one after that was pretty poor, to be honest. I didn't really get much of anything on this. You see a Channel 9. All I wanted to happen was the queen to just run around the outside and just go and take down all those 4 elixir collectors. I wasn't too worried about the dark on this one. It was more of the elixir that I wanted, just because I'm trying to save up to get my army camps done, because they are my archer queen and the army camps are the biggest things I'm concentrating on at the moment. I'm just blasting gold out on traps, upgrading, putting my new traps down and upgrading those. But I'm not gonna. I think I might switch to, and I'm starting to put a couple of new walls down as well. But here it was really, because it's quite a weird base design. What ended up happening was all my healers ended up getting hit by the air defense, and then the raid fizzled out. I'll speed up in. You can see it does happen, particularly when there's well placed air defenses which are just out of range of the archer queen. I did a mini rush on the bottom to go and get another elixir storage you saw there, and there, look at it now, all the healers just getting absolutely smashed by that air defense. I've ran out, so she's not, it's a last ditch effort, but it's pointless. Didn't bother wasting any rage spells, didn't need to. I was after the elixir, so yeah, didn't quite work out on that one. And the final one I'm going to show, and then we'll do a live attack, is the 94% I've just hit. So Channel 9, pretty good on the gold and elixir collector raid. So I just dropped the queen down. You can see when I had a hound randomly in the CC, didn't expect that, someone just dumped it obviously. Maybe it helped a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Tank that up for that arch tower a little bit. Use the archers to take down those bottom defences. She's now walking the way I want. And I think my son Mal outcome. Dropped my queen ability there. That was a pure accident. No reason to use it whatsoever in that scenario. And now the queen's breaking in. Look, so being again relatively random, but it's not an issue if she goes in, because in this case it's quite good because there's collectors in there. At this point, when she starts breaking in, you might want to be considering wall breakers just to save the time. I think that's where I let myself down a little bit here. I should have dropped wall breakers a little bit sooner. I was a little bit distracted, but archers now and the king just to go through the north, try and get those collectors as well. Go and get the drills maybe if he tanks for long enough. So often I just use my king when it's a good raid. I'll just use my king as sort of a big suicide guy that is there just to do a little bit of tanking. That's all I need him for. See, I'm using wall breakers now to sort of break in multiple layers, and because I wanted that air defense to go down because it's hitting my healers. I know I'm not going to be left with many healers, but I needed that to happen quite quick, so I dropped the rage there to get it down to try and save one extra healer, and the rage helped me for the queen and the speed of taking down the town hall. So that's a pretty good rage actually. In the end, the queen carried on being useful, and she went and got most of the collectors. I did have some archers left, so I just needed to be careful where I dropped them, because I was thinking I want to make sure I get all the collectors if I can. So you can see I'm just waiting for the splash damage to be distracted, and here you go. Look, all the 50 in, and that almost got me the 3-star, but not quite. So there's the 94%. Again, good loot raid. So now what we're going to do is have a little look and see if we can find a live one. Here we go, guys. Found a little bit of a whale of a Town Hall 9. Just looking at where the collector placements are. Based on this, I think I'm going to want to sort of set her off probably up here. Let's go for it. I don't ever think too hard, I just do it. Dropping some archers down to try and push her the right way, hoping that's going to work. Come on. Yeah, hopefully. I want that cannon to go down, because that could be the thing that pulls her back away. I think we're good now. I think she's going to be on that collector after this storage, which is perfect. So I don't know what's in the CC. We're going to have that pleasant surprise in a minute. In fact, let's get my king doing a bit of a walk around this side. He can be assisted by some archers. Queen's still going around, which is good. Hopefully I can keep my king going strong. Queen is carrying on moving around. Excellent. Here we are, look. Keeping the archers going down as well. Just trying to support the king. Let him tank for my archers so they'll do a good job. Ooh. Bit of a... Oh, that was sort of a wasted rage actually. Okay. Let's drop whatever's in over here. All archers. Oh, a couple of loons. Nice. There's a drill over there as well actually, so it might be a good idea to get the break in. I think she's going to naturally go in. No, keep going around, that's good. And I'll break her in at the next by the drill. Here she goes. Oh, wrong troop. Let's just try and break her in. There we go. Then she should be able to go and get the drill as well. That's sorry, the storage. But actually there's nothing in the dark storage. I've already hit 70%, which means I've got the full loot bonus as well, which is great. Might as well just let the raid play out. Wondering if I'm going to be able to hit the... No, I'm not going to be able to hit the 3-star on this one. I might be able to get the 2-star though. Drop a jump over here, because this might get me into Masters 3, which is the only reason I'm sort of half interested in it. Let's have a look. I'm playing it risky. Once she takes this Tesla down, because I might need to use the ability for the queen. Is the only thing I was thinking. Oh, look at this. Go on, queen on queen. Oh, you got no chance, girl. Now she's going to get full health while she's taking down the town hall. I'll pop the ability, then we'll call it a day on the raid. Job is done. There we go. Nice. 349,000 gold, 328 on the elixir, 2-2 on the dark, which is good all round. 18 trophies. You can see the got the 100% of the bonus, which you need 70% or higher. Obviously I got 80 on that one, but I think we're about to move into, I think we've got to be close. Oh no, 6 more cups to go, but I'll get that quite easily as well. Anyway, time to cook up a new raid. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Regarding the Super Queen is still an awesome strategy, even if you're Channel 10, I guess. It's just about being efficient, isn't it? And cooking 6 healers and a few archers isn't too pricey, particularly when you don't have to use many spells. That rage spell I did use was wasted. The jump spell got me the town hall, so I probably didn't need to use that either. So I could have got away on that raid with no spells and saved myself the 60,000 elixir that costs. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.